If someone had told me that my own sister would steal my husband, I would have called them insane, but the truth was far worse than I could have ever imagined. My sister, Olivia, and I had always been close growing up. We shared secrets, laughter, dreams, everything. She was my maid of honor, my confidant, my best friend. And when I married Jason, she stood proudly by my side, beaming with joy. Or so I thought. Jason and I had been married for 5 years. Our marriage wasn't perfect, but I believed we were solid. We had built a beautiful home together, had stable careers, and were even planning to start a family. Olivia was always around, visiting frequently, helping out, being the supportive sister, but slowly, little things started feeling off. I noticed the way Olivia looked at Jason, lingering glances, subtle touches that could be brushed off as innocent. Jason seemed slightly more distant, always finding reasons to stay late at work or hang out with friends I never met. At first, I told myself I was being paranoid. Olivia would never do something like that. Jason loved me. We were family until one night, my entire world shattered. Jason had gone out, claiming he had a late meeting. I was home alone, organizing some old boxes when I stumbled upon a small black recording device in Jason's office drawer. Curious, I pressed play. At first, it was harmless, recordings from work, meetings, phone calls. But then, one particular recording made my blood run cold. It was Jason and Olivia together, whispering, laughing, and then, unmistakably, confessing their feelings for each other. "We can't keep doing this," Jason whispered. "I know," Olivia replied softly. "But I can't stay away from you." The conversation grew more intimate, more explicit. My hands trembled. My breath caught in my throat. My own sister. My own husband. I sat there, frozen, listening to every word, every stolen moment they had shared behind my back. Months, maybe even years of betrayal. In that moment, something inside me broke, and something stronger was born. I wouldn't confront them immediately. No screaming. No crying. No rage. I would make them regret everything. What would you do if your sister and husband betrayed you like this? Share your thoughts in the comments. You won't believe how I planned my revenge. That night, I barely slept. My mind raced through every possibility, confronting them, exposing them, divorcing Jason immediately. But no. They needed to feel the full weight of their betrayal. The next morning, I put on my best smile and carried on as if nothing had happened. Jason came home, kissed me on the cheek like always. Olivia texted me, asking if I wanted to meet for brunch. The audacity of both of them fueled my determination. I began my plan carefully. First, I copied every file from that recorder onto my personal drive. Then I installed security cameras inside my house, hidden, discreet. Every time Olivia came over, every suspicious glance, every accidental touch, it was all documented. Jason's behavior grew more predictable. He'd pretend to be working late, but I tracked his phone and found him meeting Olivia at secluded spots, cafes, hotels, parks. I gathered receipts, text message screenshots, and video footage. Every piece of evidence was like another brick in the wall I was building around them. After weeks of collecting proof, I decided to involve a private investigator. The PI delivered even more, photos of them together, holding hands, kissing, sneaking into hotels. The betrayal was complete, and so was my plan. What do you think I should do next? Drop your ideas in the comments. The real game was about to begin. That night, I barely slept. My mind raced through every possibility, confronting them, exposing them, divorcing Jason immediately. But no. They needed to feel the full weight of their betrayal. The next morning, I put on my best smile and carried on as if nothing had happened. Jason came home, kissed me on the cheek like always. Olivia texted me, asking if I wanted to meet for brunch. The audacity of both of them fueled my determination. I began my plan carefully. First, I copied every file from that recorder onto my personal drive. Then I installed security cameras inside my house, hidden, discreet. Every time Olivia came over, every suspicious glance, every accidental touch, it was all documented. Jason's behavior grew more predictable. He'd pretend to be working late, but I tracked his phone and found him meeting Olivia at secluded spots, cafes, hotels, parks. I gathered receipts, text message screenshots, and video footage. Every piece of evidence was like another brick in the wall I was building around them. After weeks of collecting proof, I decided to involve a private investigator. The PI delivered even more, photos of them together, holding hands, kissing, sneaking into hotels. The betrayal was complete, and so was my plan. What do you think I should do next? Drop your ideas in the comments. The real game was about to begin. I started by planting small seeds of suspicion among our extended family and friends. Carefully chosen hints during conversations, subtle questions, leading comments. Olivia seems to be spending a lot of time with Jason lately, doesn't she? Jason's working late again? I thought the project ended weeks ago. Slowly, people began noticing. The whispers started. The glances. The unease. Olivia and Jason, oblivious to my plan, continued their affair, thinking they were untouchable. Then came the family reunion, the perfect stage for phase 2. I had prepared a slideshow for the event, supposedly filled with family memories. Everyone gathered, parents, cousins, aunts, uncles. Smiles, laughter, joy filled the air, but as the slideshow played, the photos suddenly shifted. First, innocent pictures of Olivia and Jason together, group photos, family trips, then, more intimate images appeared, photos from the private investigator, footage from the hidden cameras, screenshots of their text conversations. The room fell silent, gasps filled the air. My mother clutched her chest. My father's face turned red with anger. The betrayal played out in front of everyone. Olivia froze, her face draining of color. Jason stumbled, trying to stammer an explanation. This isn't what it looks like. Jason blurted. Really? I said calmly, standing up. Because to me, it looks exactly like months of betrayal. The room erupted, shouts, accusations, tears. Olivia tried to reach out to me, but I stepped back. Don't, I said coldly. You made your choices. Now live with them. Would you have exposed them in front of the whole family? Share your answer in the comments. But my revenge wasn't over yet. The fallout was immediate and brutal. My parents disowned Olivia. Extended family cut her off. Her reputation was in ruins. Friends stopped talking to her. Her job suffered as word spread. Small-town gossip moves fast. Jason wasn't spared either. I filed for divorce immediately, presenting the mountain of evidence to my lawyer. The court showed no mercy. I kept the house, my savings, and secured spousal support due to his infidelity. Jason moved into a cheap apartment, drowning in legal fees and debt. His employer found out about the affair through the family scandal, leading to his termination. Professional connections vanished overnight. Olivia, desperate for support, tried to lean on Jason. But the stress broke them apart. The affair that destroyed my marriage quickly collapsed under its own guilt and shame. I watched them destroy each other. Some might say that should have been enough, but I wanted one final conversation. Would you have confronted them face to face? Tell me below. My final move was about closure. I invited both Olivia and Jason to meet at a quiet cafe. They agreed, probably hoping to beg for forgiveness or plead their case. They arrived together, visibly nervous. I sat across from them, composed and calm. I'm not here to fight, I began. I'm here to give you closure, and myself as well. They both nodded, unable to meet my eyes. You didn't just betray me, I continued. You betrayed our family, our vows, and every ounce of trust one gave you. But while you were sneaking around, I was protecting myself. Jason opened his mouth to speak, but I held up my hand. Save it. I don't need apologies. I don't need your excuses. What I need you to know is that I'm free. Free from both of you, from your lies, from your toxicity. Tears welled up in Olivia's eyes. Jason's jaw tightened. You chose each other. And now you can live with everything that choice cost you. I stood up, my heart lighter than it had been in years. Goodbye. And I walked away. Would you have walked away like I did? Share your answer in the comments. But this was only the beginning of my healing. For the first time in years, I felt peace. I took time off to travel, small trips at first, then longer ones. I visited beaches, mountains, and old friends I had lost touch with. I discovered passions I had buried long ago: photography, writing, volunteering. Financially, I was secure. Professionally, I advanced quickly, free from Jason's shadow. My support network grew stronger with real friends who truly cared. As for Olivia and Jason, they spiraled further into bitterness. Their relationship, born from betrayal, crumbled completely. Rumors of their breakups, financial struggles, and loneliness reached me occasionally, but I no longer felt anger. I felt nothing. I had won, not by destroying them, but by saving myself. If you've ever rebuilt your life after betrayal, share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories that prove, sometimes, the best revenge is simply becoming who you were always meant to be.